Alright, cigar outfit of the day, season 12, synopsis and reflection. Currently finishing the Liga Privada Papas Fritas. Of course, number 9. So, one day I went to the mall, and out of everything that I saw, there was one thing that really caught my attention. So I'm at the mall, I hand rolled some cigars, and after I hand rolled the cigars, I went back to the spot. And I figured, if I wasn't gonna buy it that day, I'll leave pictures and visuals in it. So I took a picture in it. And you might not be able to tell, but it's not like a regular like fabric or shirt. It's not just like cotton or polyester, or, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not sure if it was my first time seeing this that. It wasn't my first time seeing it, but like in person and seeing this type of design, like I loved it. It really caught my attention. And from there on, I was thinking like, yo, what type of fabric? Like just to look for a shirt of a similar fabric. And then so one day, I'm at work and I see hoodies. Now, I see 2 hoodies, but I don't necessarily love either one entirely. So, I love the back of one hoodie, and I love the sleeves of another hoodie, but they were made of the same fabric. So one hoodie, the back had this type of fabric. On the other hoodie, the sleeves had that type of fabric, but the whole hoodie wasn't made of just that fabric. And then so even now at work, there were actually hoodies that had that same fabric on the back. Now one had color and one didn't. And I wanted the one that had color if I was going to get either one. So I ended up getting neither. One. But it's on my mind. You know, Halloween coming up, spooky season. I'm thinking about this shirt again. And then I started doing a Google search. And on my Google search, first thing I typed in was like canvas type of shirt. Didn't hit. Then I typed, if it's not canvas, I put tapestry. Turns out that's the type of fabric it is. So tapestry jacquard shirt is what it's called. So the crazy thing is, when I type in tapestry and then you see tapestry jacquard, the shirt pops up. I'm like, oh snap. And it's from the brand. Now, the shirt costs, I'll show you. The shirt costs, right now it's on sale. Right now the shirt is on sale for $140. That's on sale. And now I saw it this summer. So when I saw it this summer, dude was like, yeah, we might sell it for this price, but if I sell it for this price, like I was trying to get it for like 120. If I sell it for like 120, 125, it's going to sell too fast. I'm gonna run out, and then it took like 5 months for it to come back in the 23rd. So if I sell it at 160 or whatever he was trying to sell it at, that keeps it on the shelf a little bit longer. It's not going to sell out as fast. Also, more of a profit. So I go looking for the shirt again, and this time it's on sale, currently $40. It's on sale for $140. Now, I'm walking through work and I see this gray hoodie. Now, I got the gray hoodie yesterday. And so what I did was, when I looked at this shirt, it's only 3 colors. It's red, black, and white. And when I've been studying fabrics, there are 2 color like shirt templates that really can take on a lot of different colors. And what I mean by that is, for example, if I just take the color red, if I take the color red and put that on a blue shirt, the red isn't going to show up as much. But if I take the color red and put it on a white shirt, a tan shirt, or a gray shirt, it's going to pop up. So I've been looking at it, playing with it. So I saw a plain gray hoodie, this one. And so first thing I did was, I noticed my head wasn't coming through it for real, even though it's an extra large. So I just cut it down a little bit. Now I have other hoodies that I kind of like cut right there, and I liked it. So I added some cuts on the side, and I added some cuts on the chest area, because I've had other shirts that I cut like right here or right here, but on the back. And so I wanted to do it in the chest area, but you know what I'm saying, not make it too big. And at first when I cut it, you couldn't tell that it was cut for real, so I burned it. So I cut and burned each hole. That's what I did last night. Cut and burned each hole. Now, I also have a sweater that has a zipper on the side. And I have a hoodie, something like this, that also has like zippers on the side. So that's why I went on and cut the side of it. So I cut the sides. Now the other reason I cut the sides was, after I painted on it, you can tell her face is like wrapping around. Her face like wraps around. So the fact that I cut it, this part can hang a little more freely, and you can see the whole design. So the other idea was, so now this was like the tough part, doing this. So I got this part done. And then I've been liking, boxy shirts and stuff like that. So I cut the sleeve off, and it hasn't done it yet. I just cut it off this morning. But over time, this is going to roll up. This is going to roll up. So it's still giving off like a box hoodie. The sleeve's going to roll up. And I just cut it at my elbow. Then that was this one. So then I said, I'm gonna have a conversation with myself. So I actually got another shirt on underneath this. I got a whole nother shirt on underneath this. Thank you. And so I got this hat. I have this in black, navy, tan. I got a wool tan and a wool gray. But I didn't have a leather one. So when I seen this in leather, I was like, yo, I gotta get it. I wanted a black one, but I was like, yo, it's leather, I'm gonna get it. And it fit, boom. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So I took this and I got the button up underneath. I got the button up shirt underneath. You can tell the button up underneath. To go with these shoes. To go with these shoes. Now, one of the things I was struggling with is adding. Thank you, thank you. One of the things I was struggling with is adding multiple versions of me in the picture at one time. I was struggling adding both of them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what I ended up doing was I was like, this time I'm gonna just focus on have one of me in the screen at a time. I'm gonna have one of me in the screen at a time. And so I typed up a whole conversation on my phone. And was like, I'm gonna just talk to myself. So this was the script. This was the script for season 12. And I just went through and I followed the script. And I just chopped it. And it was actually pretty easy to edit. It was easier than all the other ones that when I've been trying to put two of me in the screen at one time. It was easier to edit. It came out pretty good. It came out pretty cool. Even just looking back at it, the one thing I forgot to do was add like a ringtone. So basically, I'm calling myself, and then I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I just pick up the phone. So then I'm just having a conversation with myself. I just edited it that way. And I wanted the visuals to, you know, thank you so much, Maisha. I wanted the visuals to, there's certain things I wanted to emphasize, of course. Those shoes, nah, that's all you. You're great. I'm just a reflection of you. Whatever you see in me is really what's in you. So I wanted to emphasize the shoes, so I did the little walk up with the shoes, and I guess the only thing I kind of like could have did like clean up a little better. Like I like when I light up the cigars from the side, but you don't see the lighter lighting up the cigar, so that was one thing that kind of messed it up. The ringtone, I did add like a little ringtone in there. And then other than that, it went pretty smooth. And the reason I say it was easier to edit was because all I had to do was literally alternate this outfit with the other outfit and just keep alternating. And then there were parts, like I might have messed up on my lines a little bit. So I had to kind of like chop those up just a little bit. And then other than that, it's a clean edit. Other than that, it's a clean edit. That's something I can do again. And got that out the way for today. So off today, off tomorrow. Now I'm just practicing some things. And one of the things they say is when you're uploading, like on your iPhone, you can caption your pictures and you can caption your video. Or also, if you're somebody who records from a camera, if you change the file name to what you're going to name your video or the most important parts, it just helps with, you know, it popping up in searches and stuff. So I I call it season 12 the convo. It might be there could be a better name for it, but I'm on my movie director actor stuff. So I just want to name it what I want to name it. Now also the scary movie that I was watching, I feel ashamed to say I've only watched one scary movie this month and I didn't finish it all the way through. I was watching uh, The Shining. Now, something that just caught my attention in The Shining is like certain things. Like when it's starting off with a car driving through the mountains. Starting off with a car driving through the mountains. And then the screen goes black. And then a regular font just says the interview. Or the screen go black and then it says 1 month later. So I kind of just put that on the side and just said season 12. Oh, you slacking too. You slacking too. It's spooky season. Like there should be a playlist of all the scary movies and just pick a scary movie to watch. So, because I was also thinking, well, what scary movie can I do a reenactment from? And so, like, what scary movie can I do a reenactment from? And I want to do one of the classes. I want to do something top tier. Like, you just pick any of the Elm Streets, right? For Freddy Krueger. I think that's like the all-time classic. Legendary. I've never seen The Maze. I've never even heard of it. Never even heard of it. So, and then it's a couple movies that are like different as far as like scary goes. Cause like, you know, movies be having jump scares and stuff. But one of the movies that I think is scary is No Country for Old Men. Oh, and The Shining. Yeah, I gotta finish it. I gotta finish it. Because like No Country for Old Men is scary because you know there's like crazies out here. I like The Maze and The Shining. Oh, The Maze. Oh yeah. All right, so let me just do it. I've seen up that much. I've seen that much. So let me just go ahead and let's get right. Let's get back into it. I gotta get on the movie review. So in The Shining, I started talking about this the other day. The mouth of the madness. I gotta remember that. So in The Shining, the centipede is crazy scary. The centipede, I gotta write all these down. The centipede, I don't forgot the other one already. Okay, in the mouth of madness. It won't let me pin it. I'm gonna make sure I screenshot it. So with The Shining, starts off dude driving through the mountains. He hits this, we'll just call it a mansion. It might be a school, but people are about to leave for the winter. And so his job is literally just to keep, you know, things working. Like turn the water on for a little bit, cut the lights on, you know, stuff like that. Just keep the building going. Now he has a wife and a son. The son is weird because he's young, but he talks with his fingers sometimes, and he'll make another voice like, he's like, I don't want to go. The wife, now so far, the wife is what you want, because it was like 1 month later. So after 1 month, the wife coming through with breakfast in bed. He laying in bed. She come through with breakfast and she was like, take me for a walk. She like, take me walking. He dubbed it. He was like, nah, I need to go back to writing. So she take the son out. So she just go outside with the son. And then they go walking through the maze. Now I got low-key kind of scared because it's like, not scared, but if you ever put yourself in their position, like you can walk through a maze, but after a certain, like this is a legit maze where it's like it's just tall bushes. And so it's like you walking through a maze, but at a certain point in time, if you don't know the direction you just came from, you could get lost in the maze, you don't know the way out. And at one point the joint transitioned to like, it zoom out where there's like just for conversational purposes, you know how you can have a toy version of something? You know, you can have a toy version of something? It's like a toy version of the campus. And so it zoom out of that and he's like overlooking in it, but they're inside the maze. So, but the reason I say the wife is like cool, so he's typing, right? He's in a joint typing. She come through and she always on some friendly stuff, like get some food or like just what she's wanting to spend time with him. He cusses her out. Bailey! 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 So he typing and she come in there just on some friendly stuff. She cusses her out on some, like, if you hear don't talk to me. And he said, matter of fact, if I'm even in here, don't say get the like he just cusses her out, like just it's like whoa, right? She was just like, okay. And then she goes and takes the sun back out. Like she just mad cool. Like she not flustered or none of this stuff. Now, the backdrop was supposed to make the movie like scary or something like that. Is in their interview, the dude tells him that the guy who like built the original caretaker of the place, he ended up killing his wife and 2 daughters because he got what's that thing called? Cabin fever. So he went crazy and killed his wife and 2 daughters. So what you'll see randomly throughout the movie, I'm not sure if this lighting is even working. What you'll see randomly throughout the movie is flashes. You'll see flashes of these 2 little girls. They always together, either holding hands or something, whatever. You see flashes of 2 little girls. And you even see one flash where the 2 little girls are laid out on the floor. And so like, it don't got jump scares, but it'll have like just random scenes. So one random scene is like a pool of blood just. It's like, huh? That's one random scene. Then it's another flash with the two little girls, and they be following the little boy around. So the little boy has a conversation with the old black man. And so the black man, he's giving them a tour through the kitchen, but he look at the boy like it's weird. So he's having a conversation with the mom, but when the little boy looks at him, his face turns to the little boy and says, "Do you want some ice cream?" But in the background, you still hear him having a conversation with the mom. So it's like that part never really happens. And then the mom goes off for something, and then it's just the black man and the little boy, and he takes him to get some ice cream. And he says, you know, me and my grandma used to have conversations without saying one word to each other. She said we called it the Sean. And so he said, how long did you know that you had it? You got the Sean. The little boy was like, And so he tells him, you know, sometimes we can see what's in the future, sometimes we can see what's in the past. And so the little boy looked at the old man and was like, well, what happened in room 237? The old man's like, you don't need to be going up to room 237. You don't need to be asking that question. And wait, like, you're not gonna tell me what's going on in room 237? Because the little boy just be riding his bike just randomly through the house or this mansion, this big place. And so he gets this feeling about room 237. Now, that's as far as I got into the movie. But so far, it seems like the man is going to get cabin fever. Bailey! That's what it seems like. Because he's really antsy. He's really antsy. And his mood is changing. But again, it's just him, wife, and his son in this big old place. And he wants to write. I'm not sure what he's writing, but he's a writer. And he's trying to write a book. And he doesn't want to be disturbed. And so somebody like me put myself, because I don't know if you've ever seen it, but like you be on social media and they'll be like, could you live, it's always some extravagant place. But could you live in this extravagant place if you didn't have Wi-Fi? No phone for 30 days. Could you do it? And for some people, that could be like a real challenge. Not having a phone, access to internet, Wi-Fi, none of that for 30 days. Because a lot of people are scared to be by themselves. They're scared to spend time by themselves. That's why some people get into relationships. They don't like being lonely. A relationship gives them a sense of security. And there's so many things in that. Because I just watched a video, I shared that to my page, and it was talking about, they said chosen ones. Why would they go through something of being financially burdened? And there was a couple things from that really resonated with me and it stuck with me. So one of them was, let's say You're the person that's supposed to break the generational curses of your family. Now, how do you do that? And so, one of the things is you got to go through it. You have to endure it. If you want to break the curse, you have to go through that financial hardship that's been burning your family, and then you have to beat it. So that sets the foundation for the generations to come. So people, yeah, like from you onward, you can tell them, hey, the family was going through all of this. Now I had to go through it as well, and this is how I owe it. You have to endure it so that you can overcome it. So okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Part about that is if you oh money sometimes give people a sense of security. Money can give people a sense of security. Materialistic things gives people a sense of security. The fact that that's why you clock in a job. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know what? I know that I'm going to get this paycheck. I'm going to have this money so I can do this. And I can live comfortably. But if you don't have a job, you don't have a steady source of income, now that puts you in a whole different set, a whole different state of frame of, okay, I don't have the security. I don't have financial security. I don't have this. I don't have that. So it's like, okay, what do I have? And for some people, their life lesson is to learn that you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to have shelter provided for you, food provided for you. Your needs are going to be met. And so, what does this put you in a state of? It then puts you in a state of faith. So, if faith is a muscle, muscles have to be worked out to strengthen it. So, going through financial hardship can put you in a state where your faith is going to be tested. And if you have faith, because how can somebody look at your life and say, you have faith? What have you done as, oh, this was an act of faith? Faith, I can't see the next step in front of me, but I'm going to take that step anyway. That's faith, right? And so in life, you know what? I can't see this next step, what's going to happen this and the third, but I have that it's going to work out. I'm going to be okay. And for some people, you have to go through the financial security has to be stripped from you so that your faith can be tested. I understood that. I was able to receive it. I was able to receive. So, because, people believe in different things. But I think that one of the reasons I have everything documented, somebody the other day just commented on me. Somebody the other day just came in and said, yo, I just watched one of your old teaching videos. That was such a refresh for me. And then after that, thank you. After that, one of my students popped up on the live. And I just think that and it's crazy. But there's a group of students, you know what I'm saying? that'll be able to say, yo, that was my teacher. And if they talk about it, they can't. Is he still teaching? No. He's not in the classroom anymore. They say, some people are living with the decisions that they made at 8. They're living with the decisions that they made at 18. So they're 50 years old living off the decisions they made when they were 18. Like and one thing that always stuck with me was this one girl, she had a double major. And she was like, I'm too talented and too gifted to just have one major. At one point in my life, I'm going to change, I'm going to grow. So I need to have another career. I'm too talented to just have one career. And that's something that stuck with me. And it's true. Some people, I had a conversation with one teacher, and he was like, yeah, man, I'm going to do my 30 years in the trenches. That speaks to longevity. That speaks to discipline. And that's cool. But when I heard you 30 years in the classroom, I ain't shake my head in the face, but I'm like, on the inside, that don't sit right with me. I'm not going to spend 30 years of my life in the classroom. And I was talking to my coworker. My coworker was like, she'd been at the company for X amount of years. And I was just, yo, that's a long time. That's a long time. So if somebody knew you 10 years ago and then asked you 10 years later, what are you doing? If somebody asked me years ago, what was I doing? 10 years ago, I was 5 years ago, I was a teacher. I'm not a teacher anymore. You see what I'm saying? Like, growth and progression. Reinvention. To say, you know what? 5 years ago, I was this. 10 years ago, I was that. Now, 5 years from now, I don't know what I'll be. You know what I'm saying? But I just won't be the same. I won't have the same mentality. I won't have the same mindset, the same habits, the same skills. That's sometimes that's what I think about, like just this past year. Because sometimes I think, what if I would have just gave it 1 year? Because there's smarter ways to go about it. If I would have gave it just 1 more year. But then the amount of things that I accomplished and did and learned within a 1 year time span, even as far as like, I can say I wasn't forced to go fishing, but I was just able to go fishing, and I finally caught my first fish. Caught 2 fish. You know, I learned how to crochet. I started screen printing. That was a nice I need to learn how to do that on purpose. So I learned how to screen print. I learned how to crochet. Caught fish. I published 8 books. Those are just things that, if I was still teaching, I wouldn't have had the time or the experience to do those things in the time that I did it. So that's why I think part of that is cool. That's why I think part of it is cool. And then you want to have kids. But I like what Rocky said. ASAP, not the boxer. Rocky was like, when he had kids really young. That's all you. That's all you, yeah. That's all you. Thank you so much. Rocky said that I didn't work this hard and this long but to have somebody else raise my kids. And when you think about, and so I've had people acknowledge me about hand rolling cigars and things like that, but I'm like, me having a business, I'm just different. My son, my daughter, 4 or 5 years old, hand rolling cigars. I just think it's gonna be cool. They're gonna walk in with a corn cob, puffing. They gonna be different, bro. They gonna be different. Like, I legit had the thought that my kids might not never go to school. My kids might never go to a public school. And yet, they'll be one of the smartest people in the country. They'll be some of the smartest people in the world. Might never go to school. Not public, but I'm gonna teach them some stuff. I'm gonna teach them. I'm gonna teach them how to live. I'm gonna teach them how to think. I'm gonna teach them how to move. Cause if you might not have never, but I remember I had a student, 10 years old, say he was gonna drop out. He didn't care to pass the class. That's different. He didn't care nothing about class or graduating. I said, what you gonna do? My dad owns a car shop. I'm gonna take over the business. It's the best thing for you, so you should do that when you become a father. And so, kids who have a plan or they know they don't need certain things to function, have an entirely different confidence and they move different. And so, I could do nothing but respect that. I could do nothing but respect that. The only thing I looked at him and said was, well, if you're going to take over your father's business one day, he's going to need somebody with a capable mind to run the business. And there's just certain things. It was like, for me, certain things, like, I don't like certain classes, but I was never going to fail. I wasn't going to fail. There's certain things that you can't teach. Discipline, motivation, work ethic. There's certain things you can't teach. And so I was like, if you have any of those things, you're always going to be successful. It don't matter what situation you're in. It don't matter what situation you're in. It don't matter if it's a class you don't like and you don't like the teacher. You don't like the subject, you don't like teaching. If you have certain traits in you, you're going to be successful regardless of the situation. So, bro, y'all not in the smoky aesthetics, bro. I'm seeing it's a little better. Bailey, you want to be outside or not? So the only other thing for today, I wanted another Cigar Vixen video. Oh, I was trying. At the end of the day gonna end. At the end of the day ends. But it's cool. Now that season 12 out the way, season 13. Now we on to season 13. What do I want to do? If I think that season 12 was missing anything, it was missing a technology piece. Now, what I was looking up, so the reason I'm streaming from my iPad right now is because I my phone so much, it don't even want to connect to Wi-Fi. My phone don't even want to connect to Wi-Fi. So what I'm about to do, what I'm thinking about doing, is see if I can go one of these places and just see if I can get the iPhone on a payment plan. I'm just trying to see if I can get the iPhone on a payment plan. Because all I need is a camera. All is a camera and some more memory. The camera and some more memory. Because it's getting to the point it's not connected to Wi-Fi. The memory, I was working around it. But now, it's coming to the point. And there's a couple things about why I went this way as well. So, the goal that I was saving to achieve, I wasn't going to reach it this week anyway. I was always going to have to reach it next week. So that's why I went. It's okay. Plus, I got to get done. Plus, I got to get dog food. So, there wasn't no point in saving too much. There wasn't no point in saving too much. But next week, I'm just going to have a conversation. We'll see how it goes. It's a couple things. I can either there's a couple options. But I'm going to see if I can make a down payment. And if I can put the down payment and then that, I will want to, yeah, I'm going to see if I can make a down payment. If I can make a down payment, I know what car I want to get. But if not, I'm going to have to go the other route of going to Auto Trader. Auto Trader is a safe option. I think it's a safe option. But what's my hesitation on that? I think I can get a better car on Trader. The other car is like instant. I can just go up there and see if they work with me. I'm gonna say like I'm gonna put this much down, I can make my payments. If I do it through Auto Trader, this what got me. You know how you log into something and it says, we gotta text you for this code. Then I'm gonna have to get the phone back on. Now, if I get the phone back on, you should wait and buy the car though. Yeah, it's the two options. Like, I just gotta run through it to see how it goes. If I can get the deal through Auto Trader, then I can be sure I'm gonna get the title in hand, this and that, boom, boom. Well, the first I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the shop. I'm gonna go to the car lot. If they work with me, then if the car lot work with me, I'm going to just put the down payment and ride out. If the car lot doesn't work with me, then like if they just don't take my down payment, but if the car lot asks for a bigger down payment than I'm willing to give, then I'm gonna go to Auto Trader route. If Auto says they gotta text me a code, then I gotta get the phone back. We'll see. We'll see. Now, if neither of those options work, I might real live pop out with cycle. If the Auto Trader don't work, then the car lot don't work. A motorcycle. I'm gonna just hit the road with that, and I'm gonna just like, I don't know. The only thing I don't like about the motorcycle, it's no storage. And of course, if it rains, you still outside with a motorcycle. Give me the stick. So I'm thinking about it. We're gonna go about it. But there's a blessing with your name on it. What's for you is always gonna be for you. And it'll be hard for you. It's gonna be easy for you. So those are things I think about too. It's hard. It ain't for me. That goes for relationships too. They be like, love is hard. No. It doesn't have to be. When you're with the right person, love is easy. When you're with the right person, love is easy. Because they're going to make it easy for you to give and receive. When you're in love with the right person, it's easy to love that person, and it's easy to receive love from that person. When you're with the wrong person, sometimes it's easy to give love to that person, but they might not see your love as love. When you're with the wrong person, you might not be able to receive their love sometimes. You might not be able to receive their love sometimes. So if you're open to the right person, love just go back and forth. Love just go back and forth. You ain't got to give it to receive it. It's a good quote. It says, I ain't got the right words for the quote. But to love somebody is one thing. To be loved by somebody is another thing. But to love and be loved is a whole nother feeling. So to love somebody, to be loved, but to love and be loved. You like people from the USA. What's up, beloved? Now that's a whole nother movie for a whole nother time. I don't got enough cigar to talk about Beloved. Because that's a scary movie that ain't supposed to be scary. That's a creepy movie. That's a creepy movie. Because after this, I need to get back. Okay. I don't know what scary movie to watch. I need to finish The Shining. My life I wouldn't feel right if I never finished. Oh, I started it, but I ain't finished it. Maybe it was just getting good. I didn't get to the climax. So, I'm off tomorrow. I'm off. So, gotta do a reenactment. You're not gonna tell me this ain't not funny, bro. Or this ain't not cool. This ain't different. Hold up. This ain't different, bro. I gotta remember those movies. What's the movie? Centipede and the Mouth of Madness. Centipede and the Mouth of Madness. Yo, Beloved is different, bro. Beloved is different. But Scary Movie reenactment tomorrow and season 12. Y'all haven't seen season 12 yet. Y'all ain't see the convo. It's coming. It's private right now. But it's gonna premiere tomorrow. Cause they say you gotta let the HD version load and the HD version load. Then after the HD version load, then people can get the clear version of it. So make sure y'all watch season 12, The Combo. Premieres tomorrow morning. 9/11, 9/11, 11/11, noon. I don't know what time. It's 7 minutes. What time y'all want the movie what time you wanted to put the new episode?